This is Texans TV.
In the building, hometown Tampa, I'm here. I remember this as a kid, man.
Here in Tampa, Florida, for the Buccaneers and the Houston Texans trying to win the AFC South.
Step on them early. Let's finish this thing out. Have the t-shirt. Hey, 10, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Out, baby. Hey, come on, we're gonna take this dub back to Houston. We're gonna take it back to Houston, baby. For the playoffs, baby, let's go. H-Town, stand up, baby. We in there, let's go. Now the fun really begin. Now let's go, baby.
Welcome into Texans Buzz. It's the last show of the 2019 calendar year, not the last show of the 2019 season, because we got some postseason shows coming up. But first, tonight's Texans Buzz is going to be a big one.
We're getting icy. We are getting Angelo Blackson to talk to us, and we got J.J. Watt coming to town. But we also have to start with something that we start every show with, Deepi.
Yeah, Brennan Scarlett, B-Scar TV. He's had some fun moments in the locker room. So we're going to take a look back at some of his best moments from this season. Take a look.
And we're back with another episode of B-Scar TV. And we got a very, very special guest. Very special guest. A very, very special guest. Kenny Stills, a.k.a. Bradley Roby, a.k.a. Kenny Rastafari. Hey, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal making affordable sneakers for the kids out there. And kept it moving. You have been a great addition to the squad and to the Rock Boys. The Rock Boys been out there. You hit the Rock Boy guitar last Sunday. Oh, and it brought joy to my heart, man. I was proud, man. I'm on the sideline like, look at it. Got you a cup, man, for Christmas morning.
That Kool-Aid gonna hit different coming out of this.
Oh, man. That is a B-Scar TV air freshener. Show them what it is. Oh! One more time. Oh!
You my guest, though.
I bet.
Hello. We're here with Brennan Scarlett, outside linebacker. 57. 57 on the field, number 1 in your hearts. I mean, don't let me keep going.
That was a lie. That was a lie. The fireside is blazing wide with caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be
A very special
is you. Ooh, yes, sir. Thank you for coming on B-Scar TV, man. It has been an honor. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Thank you, brother, for coming on the show.
You having me on.
Gosh, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. B-Scar TV, where the pursuit of high-quality content. High-quality content. High-quality content. High-quality content is an endless pursuit. That's why we do this, baby. It's B-Scar. And we're moving.
Love B-Scar TV, first season of it, but you know what? Anytime he's singing or players are singing, actually anytime he's in front of the mic, he does a great job.
Let's sign him up for season 2. I'm in.
I'm ready.
And you're in too. You know who else was in when they went to a Texans game long ago? A family that wound up starting because mom and dad met at NRG Stadium.
My name's Renee Trujillo. I've been a Houston Texans fan since 2001. I started coming to games with friends, with family. One Sunday, I invited a girl to the game. Fast forward a few years later, she becomes my wife and the mother of my children. Now coming to Texans games is a family tradition. I moved to Houston about 2 years before the Oilers left, and I decided I'm not going to go to an NFL football game until Houston gets a team again. And when I found out that Houston was getting a team in 2000, I was like, I'm going to have to get some tickets. This is my chance to start a legacy with the football team from the beginning. I became a season ticket holder. I bought 2 tickets. I didn't have anybody coming with me. I just knew that I was going to be a fan and this was going to be something for me. I met someone at work and I told them that I had season tickets and that I had an extra ticket to the game. I had asked her, I say, hey, you know, if you're ever interested, you're more than welcome to come on. It's a really cool deal. You'll really enjoy it. Let me know if you ever want to stop by. Give me a call and we'll make it happen.
I kind of ultimately knew that I had a crush on him. I wasn't supposed to be at work that day. He wasn't supposed to be at work that day. And we just kind of hit it off.
About 11 o'clock the night before the game, I got a phone call and this person said, hey, I'm interested in coming to the game. And I had to tell my friend who was sitting right next to me, you're not coming to the game with me, I'm bringing somebody else.
I wasn't into football. My mom was into football growing up, but I decided that I wasn't gonna be.
We had explained to her, you know, we tailgate, we're here very early, can you be here early? And she said, I'm gonna be there. And I said, okay, well, let's make this thing happen.
I just had the best time and I got the fever. From then on out, I went and got all my Texans gear and I put stickers on my car. And I just really enjoyed the camaraderie of the team and just being there with him, and his family was there with us that first game, so I got to meet all of them. And I just really thought that it was such a great community and environment that I wanted to be part of.
I remember her coming down the stands for the very first time to go in our seats and her being just amazed. And I remember thinking how cool it was for her to have that amazement, almost like exactly the way I was the first time I saw my own seats. After the game, we kind of just started staying in contact. For me, it was one of those deals where I enjoyed hanging out with her, I enjoyed being with her at the games, and it just kind of became one of those things that just felt right to do. A lot of my friends, we already knew, oh, well, Jessica's probably going to be going with Renee next year to the games, so now I have to find my own tickets. Where we've evolved is we've not only had 2 seats, now we went to 4 seats, and now we're up to 5 seats. So this is Micah. Micah is 6. His first Texans game was for his first birthday. This is Eris. Her first Texans game, she was about 10 months old. When that box comes in with our season tickets in it, that's like a big deal for us. We got to make sure we're both home. We open them together. It's funny now, these small things before that didn't mean anything, now that we're together, they mean everything. When I went downtown and they were announcing the Texans, and I was like, I want to be part of it. I've never been part of anything like this. Fast forward to today, and I have 5 seats that are unbelievable, and no longer is it just a single game ticket left undone, it's a family.
We just really focus it around our family and the love that we have for each other and for the sport. I don't know what our life would be without it. It's just so much a part of our entire life and our family.
I love this story, and I love it more because in Hollywood they call these meet cutes.
Oh, like a rom-com.
Yeah. This would be the perfect script for romantic comedy.
Okay, well, you get an executive producer credit. I get an executive producer credit. Let's get Spielberg to direct it. Even though that's not his genre, I bet he could kill it. You know, I bet it'd be an awesome rom-com.
Yeah, we need to have some people rushing through an airport, though, at the very end. It won't be complete without the airport scene. Coming up, Drew Dougherty gets fresh with Angela Blackson. That's next on Texans Buzz.
We recently lost a great man, Peter Frates, to ALS. Peter and I went to the same high school in Danvers, Massachusetts, St. John's Prep. And I was challenged by the state champion St. John's Prep high school football team to continue the Ice Bucket Challenge. So I'm here today to honor the memory of Peter Frates and to also implore everybody to help and do whatever they can in research and development, whatever it takes to get rid of ALS. So I accept the challenge from my high school football team, and I hereby challenge some of my former teammates at St. John's back in the 80s. I send this challenge out to Mike Panos, George Delaney, Barry Field, Todd Wright, and Eric Pentman. The challenge is now yours. You ready? Back to you.
Welcome back to the Ford Studio. Bill O'Brien doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. Last time he did it was August. It was a little bit colder this time, but he pulled it off.
Yeah, man, you gotta be tough to do that. You know what else is tough to do?
What's that?
Block a field goal. And Angelo Blackson's done it twice over the last 2 weeks. The guy's been money. The Texans have won the last 2 games by 3 points.
That was huge, the fact that he's able to do that. You actually sat down with him in the offseason.
Yes, I did.
And there was a little bit of foreshadowing.
Why do they call you Papa Low?
I guess because I'm the old man of the team. Like I don't go out. I really don't do too much. Like I'm a homebody. So like whenever they're talking about getting together, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm probably gonna sit this one out. You know. So I guess that's where that comes from.
But to be fair, it's not because you're, socially awkward. You do have a family. You have young kids at home, right? I mean, that's a pretty viable excuse.
Yeah. So I'm in the house. So that's where I like to be. When I'm my free time, I'm in the house.
I like it. What's it like playing for Anthony Weaver?
It's awesome, man. Weave knows the players, and he knows how to best get them in a position to make plays, and that's one thing you can't ask for. That guy is unbelievable, and he just wants the guys to succeed.
How's that defensive line room as a whole? Because we've heard from Watkins just a few moments ago. You guys have a little bit, when you're not working, when you're getting your business done, you guys have some pretty good debates, don't you?
Oh yeah, man. The group of guys that we got is awesome. We're all talented. It's love in the room. It's a brotherhood, and that's one thing you got to ask for when you come into work in a job like this every day, is to know that guys are going to be working just as hard as with you. In that room, I know we're all going to do it.
When you were at Auburn, you were a hell of a kick blocker. How much fun is that when you actually get a hand or finger on a ball?
It's awesome. It's awesome because most of the time it's a miss, but sometimes it might sneak through there. But still, like that's points off the board, so it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
So if 10-year-old Angelo Blackson saw what you were doing right now, how would he react?
I think he'll be very proud. I think he'll be very appreciative of the effort and the consistency in what I'm doing, and that's just the guy that I want to be. When it's all said and done, I want guys to be like, man, we had that guy on the team, and he made a difference. Even if he wasn't the show, he made a difference.
Angelo, thanks so much for the time, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Obviously has made a huge impact on special teams, but he's very vital to that interior part of the defense up front. He's been great as far as helping stop the run.
Yeah, the Lunch Pail crew agrees with you. Papa Low,
yes.
His nickname, he's big in the LPC and doing some great things for the Texans this year. Coming up, Zach Cunningham joins the Deep Slant. That's next on Texans Buzz. Welcome back to Texans Buzz. We roll on with some more big names, big players this year. Maybe one of the biggest on the defense, Zach Cunningham.
I know. If you had to rank the Zachs, you'd have Zach Cunningham and then Zach from Saved by the Bell and then Zach the Lego Maniac. Those other two, they're just not playing, and they never played like Zach Cunningham. He's all over the place. Check this out.
It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. Our guest this week, linebacker Zach Cunningham. Zach, welcome in.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
I know you just love doing interviews. Just kidding.
Of course.
You're not a big media guy. You don't like to get in front of the camera. You kind of play it low key. So.
Yeah.
All right, you don't like interviews and attention, but you have been getting a lot of attention for your play on the field and also the game day outfits. I've had this discussion with John Harris. I'm like, do you think he orders on Amazon Prime like he does 2-day shipping? Because if you come up with the idea to get everything in time for the game, 4 guys. You guys are big guys, so I'm sure finding sizes aren't easy.
Yeah.
How does that work? Are you actually out shopping for outfits?
I've actually been on Amazon Prime for most of the outfits. Some of them I had to actually go to the stores and find and stuff, but most of the time it's been like the day before the game I'll come and like
the day before the game?
Not where I decided, but where they don't even know what I have for them to wear until like the night before the game. I'll bring it to the hotel and like, okay, this is what we're wearing for tomorrow. But there were a couple of weeks where like I had them prepared beforehand, let them know what we're going to be wearing for the week.
Obviously, this team's headed to the playoffs now, back-to-back years. How different are those games compared to regular season games? I know you guys take every regular season game like it's a big challenge, but is there something extra special knowing that you're in a postseason when a lot of teams obviously are eliminated and it's just a few teams left out there competing? How is your preparation any different in the postseason?
Right. And I guess for me, I haven't really had that much of an opportunity. We had the one game last year. That was my first playoff game in the NFL. So like going into it, it's definitely a lot more serious. It's you win or go home. So that's basically my mentality going into it.
All right. So with all the stats that you've put up this year, have you surprised yourself in how your year 3 has gone for you? Is there anything that you want to continue to improve? You've got just a little bit of time left now here through the regular season.
I think there's definitely with each game, even the games like all the tackles and stuff like that, there's plays that I've left out there on the field. So I wouldn't really say I'm more surprised myself versus like knowing I could have made more plays out there.
All right, Zach, thank you so much. Don't be a stranger. Come around sometime.
I'll try not to be.
YouTube people want to see you on here more often.
I got you.
All right, thanks so much, Zach.
Thank you very much.
Zach Cunningham leading the AFC in total tackles, and he's got some speed out there. He actually recovered that kick that Angelo Blackson blocked.
He's been the life of the party in many ways for this Houston Texans squad on the defensive side of the ball and the special team side of the ball. He's been great. Put him in on offense. Let him see if he can catch a touchdown or two. But speaking of parties, the Houston Texans YMCA recently got in the spirit with a holiday party. Check it out.
We're here today with an outreach program from the YMCA, CUNY Homes, and with all the children and their families, we're spreading a little Christmas cheer. With our mission, we're champions for youth, and so today we're spreading that cheer to kids who may not be able to have a Christmas. And we're having face painting and Santa Toro, and we're making cookies, and it's just a lot of fun, and there's a lot of smiles, and we're just really happy to be here. In addition to all of that, the Lady Texans and Texans players have purchased a lot of gifts for all these families, and they get to open all of them up. We got them from a list from their parents and what their needs are, and we got a little extra, so they're going to have a great Christmas.
We've got a J.J. Watt Christmas surprise. You're not going to want to miss it. Next on Texans Buzz. This segment is brought to you in part by the Texas Lottery. We're back for the final segment of Texans Buzz. Every week, this guy, Drew Dougherty, answers your question. Drew, how many questions did you answer about J.J. Watt's return this week?
Approximately 11 billion, and they're all good questions. And the best question of them all, every week, wins Texas Lottery scratch-offs.
All right, speaking of J.J. Watt, actually, big news is he's back in the community.
Oh, Deepi, you're such a card. Yeah,
sorry.
J.J. Watt, J.J. Claus, handing out some holiday cheer earlier in the week.
We are very excited to be here. I'm JJ, this is my fiance Kay. It's the holiday season, we've heard all about you guys, and so we wanted to do a little bit of our part, and we wanted to bring you guys some Christmas gifts. So what we did is, for a lot of the kids, we got a Christmas wish list from you, and we tried to fulfill the wishes as best we could. For the women, we have presents for you guys as well. We have shoes for everybody. We wrapped them and stuffed them all ourselves, so if the wrapping is bad, that was me. I was learning as I went. I'm not very good at wrapping big presents, so I tried, but we're really excited to be here. We're so thankful that you guys were willing to let us come in, and we really hope you like it.
Is that a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Wow.
In a car.
No way. That is cool. Who's your favorite Paw Patrol character?
Thief.
Yeah?
Thief.
What's their name? Do you know?
Khalil.
Oh, nice to meet you. Merry Christmas. I'm glad.
I don't know how long I've been wearing one.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you got one. What you got?
I got some shoes.
You got some shoes?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, those are cool.
Thank you for the gift.
Oh, my pleasure. Do you like them?
Yeah.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you.
That's going to do it for Texans Buzz. I can't believe it. 2019's already over. The show's already over. But, you know, we're going to keep it rolling as long as the Texans are playing. So hopefully we still have a lot more shows to come through.
Let's do this show around Valentine's Day. Cool with you?
Ooh,
cool with me?
Yes, it would be.
Cool with you? Hey, Happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year to you, Tyler Sudar, for putting this thing together, and Amanda Caffey for helping produce it.
Happy New Year to you, Drew Dougherty.
Happy New Year to you,
Well,
Deepi
thank you so
Sidhu,
much.
and we will see you again next week.
And as always, go Texans.